Here is the final 4 minutes of the annual Michigan versus Michigan State game. As you can see, Michigan is up by 2. I can't say I've seen Michigan be leading Michigan State in a game in a long time. Got 3.5 minutes left in the fourth. And a good catch, just inches short of the first down, sadly. Well, here's my dad. He's a big Michigan fan. I'm wearing a Spartans shirt, but my tablet is so zoomed in, you're not going to be able to see. And then this is Nathan. He doesn't like football, so he's playing on his tablet.
I like football because I play football.
Well, he's playing football on his tablet, but he doesn't really like real football. Anyway, as you can see, we got under 3 minutes to go. Michigan State's 2 for 10 on third downs, but this one is about a yard out. And that is a first down. Inside the 40, down to the 36. That's huge. This game is really close, and I don't know the next time this game will be so close. Michigan State needs a field goal to take the lead. They don't not have a good kicker. They would have to get about 10 yards to get within field goal range. Well, that's the field goal range right there at the 30-yard line, but they don't really have a good kicker, so they're going to have to get a little inside the field goal range. And we go down to 2 minutes. Oh, boy. Oh, timeout, good. This game is intense. This is unbelievable.
Your guy who you're responsible for. Really only Henry. Jenkins still not up there for the celebration. And Gideon as well. Third sack for Willie Henry. He's had an up and down day. And a timeout has been called by Michigan State. 2:03 to go. Facing 2nd and 19. Down by 2 at the Michigan 45-yard line. After the Arizona State-Utah game on ESPN tonight, stay tuned for Sports Center at night. That's all today's college football highlights, plus the action from the MLB pennant races. Sports Center at night kicking off, where the Arizona State-Utah game ends on ESPN. Streaming live on Watch ESPN.
As you can see, Michigan State's 7th ranked, Michigan's 12th ranked. Most of you already know that, but I'm just pointing that out.
Michigan. 3-man rush down to the side.
Not a good pass.
Garbage throw.
Of Aaron Burbridge. Jordan Lewis in coverage. 1:59 to go. 2 timeouts for each side. 3rd down and 19. And that's the field goal kicker, Geiger. And I think Mark D'Antonio wants to know exactly where he'd feel comfortable, where he'd like the ball. They're a little bit away from that part of the process. Not in field goal range right now. Geiger's career long is 49. Michigan State going.
Alright, here we go. I'm not that great at commentating, that's why I was silent for a little there, but it's 3rd and 19.
3-man rush again.
Nice breakup on that.
Wins that battle with Burbridge.
Unbelievable.
Burbridge does a really good job of being exactly where Cook expects him to be. Goes up and attacks the ball. Problem is that Lewis, the quarterback, once again has his hands exactly where they're supposed to be. When you're not looking back at the quarterback, you have to trust when you read the receiver's eyes, the technique.
Now here we go. This is definitely the play that decides the game. Everyone watch carefully.
This could be it.
This is definitely, possibly, a State calls a timeout. That's good call. This is huge from Michigan. All they need is to keep the play inside 15 yards. All they have to do is not allow them to run. All they have to do is not allow anyone to get open. Otherwise, that can be dangerous. Oh, dang it. This stream's getting kind of laggy. Oh, we're back in. Alright.
Because that pressure has been successful. And you expect extra attention to Burbridge, although Lewis, despite the numbers Burbridge has put up, given the number of times that he's been targeted, it's been a pretty fair and even matchup. If not Burbridge, where do you go?
This is huge. Michigan State, obviously in the middle of a timeout. There's the Michigan band.
RJ Shelton, the next explosive guy. I don't know what kind of confidence he has right now in Garrett Higgins with 2 drops and crucial.
What happened? No! Not the stream. No, stay alive. Come on, come on, come on.
Situations.
Okay, yeah.
Michigan's in control. And one thing you don't want to do is bring an all-out blitz without a safety, nobody behind, and give up the big one over the top.
Yeah, do not go all out bliss.
Pressure.
Come on. No, not the lag on 4th and 19. No, alright, we're good. Go.
And Henry gets pressure again.
Zig!
Just walks it up, and it is batted down.
Unbelievable.
Dribbling.
That is definitely game over.
It has to be.
That has to be. Unless it's a fumble, that has to be game over. Wow.
Get it to Kings. Michigan State 0 for 4.
I understand that most of you are already closed out of the video, but
Did you hear that? State 0 for 4 on 4th downs.
jeez, I know that.
Pressure. That was only a 3-man rush, I think. Right?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, he's wide open. It was just a bad throw.
It wasn't bad. That was a good defensive play.
Good point, but he could have been, like, look, he was open, and then the throw was just a little
And there was
short.
2 defenders.
Great play. Oh my goodness, Michigan. Possibly the first time I've witnessed, because I'm only like 10 and a half. First time I've witnessed Michigan beat Michigan State. I mean, unless they fumble it or anything, I think Michigan has won. Check this out. They're obviously just going to keep running.
Getting with to be Willie Henry.
And here's the run.
Into the game.
Yeah, they're obviously just trying to strip it.
Trying to strip Davion Smith. They use the timeout.
Timeout, Michigan
Go.
State. Last timeout.
These are 2 really good football teams.
Yes, yeah, they are.
Mark Antonio will have his team back ready to go. Their competitors, Jim Harbaugh, has turned the tide. And the big difference with Jim Harbaugh, Sean, is that he gets the most out of every guy. That's why he's a great football coach. Brady Hoke brought all these guys in, and Jim utilized them.
We talked to the players yesterday about what Harbaugh brought. He said, he set the tone.
This has been unbelievable.
4-hour practices if you want to in the spring. They were out there for 4 hours every day. Jim Harbaugh told his team, you guys couldn't finish games.
All I can say is that
We're going to simulate what the
huge props to Michigan and Michigan State. This has been an amazing game. You probably haven't seen the whole game, but, well, if you have, you obviously know how the final 4 minutes went, but, this has been absolutely insane. Let's see how this run goes.
comes from having success. You know, last year they were waiting for the inevitable bad thing to happen, usually a turnover. They're at the bottom.
Sorry, my fingers are
Very
getting
close to the very bottom in turnover margin. Davion Smith tackled by John Retschke. Now they have emerged not only as a legitimate contender in the Big Ten, if this one goes in the win column, they'll be 3-0 in the Big Ten East. To Minnesota next, Rutgers, Indiana, Penn State, and then the rivalry game with Ohio State. They definitely love their chances in the next 4.
Yeah, I think the one next week at Minnesota, Little Brown Jug game, is going to be a tough one. 3rd and 3.
Minute to go. Michigan just trying to hold off. It's 3rd down. Timeout, Michigan.
56 seconds to go.
One thing you talk about in this
3rd and 3. The thing is, you can't. It's impossible. You can't. You have to get this first down.
you get hit.
So the question is, do you go with your running back, or do you go with the pass and risk an interception, just try to get a first down? Problem is, if it's incomplete, you have to punt it, and then they get a chance to go down, kick a field goal, win.
Be surprised given Jim Harbaugh's track record, Chris, that he would
Me personally, I would just run it
Michigan has to work.
Yeah, you just run it both downs and you win, right?
Large group of high school coaches in this state not long ago that Michigan State had supplanted Michigan.
But once again, you are risking a fumble, but that is much.
Michigan got one largely.
That is not as likely as risking an interception. So most likely they're going to run it here. If they don't get it, they're probably going to run it again, and then that'll be game over.
Helps to win. Comes the recruiting in-state perception.
Well, if they run it on 4th down and don't get it, that means Michigan State takes over. So it's kind of crucial to get this.
Is the
So let's watch and see what happens.
Michigan State.
They do go with the run, and he gets stuffed.
They got a punt.
You don't have to. Run it on 4th down. Just run the clock out and run it on 4th, or punt it, yeah. Probably punt it. Let it run down, yeah. It's about a 9-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. So, it's not game over yet, but they're going to need a huge punt return and a Hail Mary to win. So. Or a huge punt return and a field goal. And if you look in the upper right-hand corner, Florida's beating LSU already 7-0. That's huge because LSU was actually favored to win this game. And there's... And timeout. With 10 seconds left, Michigan calls a timeout. Their last timeout.
7-point loss to Utah as well. 10 seconds to go. 4th and 2. Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, you just run it because they probably don't have enough time to switch and get a Hail Mary.
Change of possession stuff's a punt.
Oh, good point. Just run and keep doing laterals.
Run backwards for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Nobody's back deep for Michigan State. I was going to say you might want to kick it out of bounds.
Run out of your own end zone. Wait, that'd be a safety. That'd be tie game. Never mind. They are going to punt it with 10 seconds left.
Whoa, he has trouble with the snap. And the ball is
Loose! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Is it in? It's a touchdown! Unbelievable! 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 Michigan State has won! Unbelievable! You will never see anything like this again! Oh my goodness! Michigan fans are devastated around the world! Oh! You will never see anything like this ever again! Unbelievable! This is unbelievable! You will never, and I mean never, ever see anything ever like this ever again. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Oh my goodness! Michigan State has won the football game! Michigan State has won the football game! Michigan fans are devastated! This is unbelievable! Oh! Oh! This is unbelievable! Michigan State has won! Oh no, he's injured! Oh no!
the only important thing is to win. We haven't
You guys don't want me this league at home.
who had a couple
Oh my goodness! I am so sorry for Michigan fans, but you will never beat State! Here's the replay!
now on this play.
This kicker has gotta feel so unbelievably bad.
Right there, good blocking downfield. No question about
Is he gonna touchdown before the time runs out?
That doesn't matter.
that. Did he score? Yes, he did.
He is in! Unbelievable! Michigan State has won! Oh my goodness! This will go down in history! You will never ever see anything like this again! Michigan State has won the football game! Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, but okay, one more replay, but then we have to end the video. But this is just unbelievable!
Another mistake that he made was trying
Hey, you guys don't want me that we win.
This kicker has got to be the sickest man on earth!